Se acercan las elecciones para elegir quién nos representará en la Asamblea General y necesitamos hacer un plan de cómo vamos a votar y por quién. Tenemos que unirnos y votar por el demócrata Joshua Cole. Como delegado y pastor local, Joshua Cole está de nuestro lado y cuando lo elegimos en el 2019, sabíamos que iba a cumplir. En Richmond, luchó para expandir el acceso al cuidado médico a bajo costo, redujo los precios de las medicinas recetadas y limitó el costo de la insulina. También ayudó a aumentar el salario mínimo por primera vez en 10 años en Virginia. La educación es una prioridad para Joshua, porque él sabe que nuestros hijos son el futuro. Entonces no espere. Puede votar temprano hoy, porque quien nos representa es importante y necesitamos al demócrata Joshua Cole como nuestro representante en la Asamblea General. Pagado y autorizado por Cole for Virginia.
A local mother is charged for the death of her 4-month-old baby. I'm Michelle Bash.
Cutting the ribbon on a new era for Flyers at Reagan National. I'm John Aaron.
The Capitals open their regular season tonight against the Rangers.
WTOP at 4 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Matt Piper in New York, trying to ease supply chain bottlenecks for the holidays, and now expanded operations for a possible fix. More on the ports from our Stephen Portnoy.
As dozens of container ships continue waiting off the Southern California coast, the president hailed this news.
The Port of Los Angeles announced today that it's going to begin operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Mr. Biden says it should mean imported goods will move to market faster, but he notes port operations are just one link in the supply chain. He called on shippers to also boost their throughput. A shortage of truckers has complicated the situation. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
Now to other ports, those to the south and north, as the U.S. says it will lift land border restrictions for people who are vaccinated to be able to travel between Mexico and Canada. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg.
The economic impact of this order is huge in terms of tourism revenue and cross-border business. And it affects hundreds of thousands of travelers on both sides of the Canadian and Mexican borders.
The Justice Department is launching a probe into Texas juvenile detention facilities over reports of physical and sexual abuse. Our Allison Keyes is in Washington.
U.S. Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, Kristen Clark, says the investigation was sparked by an extensive review of publicly available information. She says at least 11 staff members of Texas facilities have been arrested for sexually abusing children in their care, and DOJ wants to know if there's a pattern.
Star Trek's Captain Kirk is back from his real trip into space and waxing poetic.
The champagne spray wasn't even close to drying as an emotional William Shatner tried to put his feelings into words.
I am overwhelmed.
The words flowed as easily as the post-flight champagne did, as Shatner spoke of the speed that took him and his crewmates from the safety of Earth to the darkness of space in a matter of moments.
50 miles
and you're just in blackness.
You're in death.
Yes.
The moment
this is life.
This is life, and that's death. And it's in an instant, you go, wow, that's death.
Peter King, CBS News.
Tropical storm Pamela has hit even more parts of Mexico, now moving inland after hitting the resort town of Mazatlan. CBS News meteorologist Jeff Biradelli says it now moves to Texas.
Places like Waco, Texas, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio are likely to see some very heavy rain through the next 24 hours until the system moves to the north and east. So prepare yourself for the possibility of flash flooding all throughout central Texas.
At the close, the Dow lost a fraction. The Nasdaq was up 106, S&P gaining 13. This is CBS News.
Fever is the #1 COVID symptom, so be safe with an accurate thermometer. Only Exogen is proven accurate in more than 100 studies. Learn more at Exogen.com.
Do you check your Google search results?
Afternoon, it is 4:03, and we're very happy you're with us on this Wednesday, October the 13th, 73 degrees. Hello, I'm Hillary Howard.
And I'm Sean Anderson. Top local story this hour is a WTOP exclusive. A day before D.C.'s council holds a hearing on where things stand with the district's unaccredited crime lab that's under investigation by the Inspector General. There are new details of that investigation that are coming to light. Investigators are looking into allegations that management intentionally kept information from defense attorneys and that the lab lost 2 vials of the bubonic plague. WTOP's investigative reporter Megan Clardy breaks down the details.
The documents from the Inspector General's investigation into the Department of Forensic Sciences contain eye-popping examples of questionable record-keeping. To start, a former supervisor told investigators that 2 vials of the bacteria that causes the bubonic plague went missing at the lab in 2015. It triggered a corrective report, which a former employee said also disappeared from the agency's files. In a separate allegation, inspectors are trying to determine whether DFS management intentionally ordered analyst names be removed from such reports as far back as 2014 in an attempt to keep that information from defense attorneys. Attorneys regularly reference whether an analyst is associated with a corrective report in court to question their credibility as a witness. In response, DFS said the decision to omit employee names from the reports, quote, dates back to 2017 and is common practice among laboratories. It says it's evaluating the current practice. Megan Cloherty, WTOP News.
Now to a federal investigation into the Metro Rail Blue Line derailment near Arlington Cemetery. Metro General Manager Paul Wiedefeld promises full cooperation on the probe and says there's a sense of urgency to understand what happened. Hundreds were on the train when it derailed yesterday. 187 people had to be evacuated from the cars. 1 person was taken to the hospital as a precaution. Wiedefeld said there won't be any more comment until the National Transportation Safety Board finishes the investigation.
A little boy just 4 months old died earlier this month at a Northern Virginia hospital, and now the baby's mother is charged with murder.
The infant was brought to Spotsylvania Regional Medical Center by his mother on October 2nd. The Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office says the child was unresponsive and not breathing, and efforts to revive him failed. An autopsy determined the boy died from severe malnourishment and neglect. Now his mother, 26-year-old Nubia Williams of Spotsylvania, is charged with second-degree murder and felony child neglect. She was arrested Tuesday and is being held at the Rappahannock Regional Jail without bond. Michelle Bash, WTOP News.
New this afternoon, a federal judge is holding a D.C. corrections leader and the city's jail warden in contempt of court, and it's linked to the January 6th riot. U.S. District Judge Royce Lamberth wants the Justice Department to investigate whether one of the Proud Boys' civil rights were violated at the jail. Christopher Worrell had broken a wrist and was recommended for surgery, but the jail didn't quickly comply with demands to turn over his medical records.
Up ahead on WTOP, questions about why one local mask mandate is still in place, and there are a lot of candidates running for Maryland for governor, but only one who has announced a running mate. Stay with us for the latest after traffic and weather. WTOP News Time 4:06.
And now, the smartest person on earth just got smarter.
Thank you.
Alexa, open WTOP.
WTOP.
Now, listen to WTOP on Alexa. Just say, Alexa, open WTOP.
Okay.
WTOP News, on air, on mobile, and now...
That's good news.
On Alexa.
Are you thinking about refinancing your home, but worried that closing costs could cancel out any money you'd save? Not with Cap Center's zero closing cost mortgages.
This is our 6th time using Cap Center. The quality of service was excellent, and the savings were substantial.
Cap your closing costs. Visit capcenter.com. Equal housing lender. Visit capcenter.com for rates, savings, and offer limitations. This ad contains real client feedback voiced by actors. NMLS ID 67717. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Days are cooling off, and winter is around the corner. Good thing 4 Service Pro's fall savings event is heating things up with a free upgrade when you purchase a new heating and cooling system. That's an up to $2,000 value. Plus, sign today, and 4 Service Pros will install as soon as tomorrow.
Your next career move could be your best. Verizon Retail is where people learn, grow, and succeed. We offer the potential to earn up to $50,000 annually and amazing benefits that start on day one. Get perks including half off your wireless phone plan, up to $8,000 per year in tuition assistance, and a 401k match to help you reach your goals. Pursue your ambitions today. Learn more and apply at verizon.com/retail careers.
Peacock is streaming your favorite shows, movies, live sports, breaking news, exclusive originals, and every live WWE pay-per-view. It's The Office, Chris Lee Knows Best, and Peacock original shows like Punky Brewster. Peacock, watch for free, upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com.